The weight of secrets can feel like a mountain on your chest, and sometimes letting them out is the only way to breathe again. It's not about revenge, but about shedding the burden that has lingered in the dark for far too long. What we hide in the shadows often haunts us more than we realize. When we open up, we release not just the truth, but the chains that have held us captive. There's something incredibly freeing about owning the truth. It doesn't matter how much time has passed or how much we've tried to bury it. The truth always finds a way to the surface. The feelings we bury deep inside are like seeds planted in the soil of our hearts. Over time, they grow into something much bigger than we expected, waiting for the moment when we can no longer keep them hidden. When the past resurfaces, it's not to hurt us, it's to teach us. The things we've tried to forget are often the lessons we need most, even if they come wrapped in discomfort. Every secret has a life of its own. No matter how much we try to suppress it, the truth will find a way to speak, whether it's through words or through actions. Sometimes, what you thought you could forget becomes what you need to remember. It's not always easy to face, but acknowledging it is the first step to true freedom. I've learned that holding on to the past only makes it stronger. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting, but it does mean you can finally move on. There are moments in life where we are forced to confront the things we'd rather leave in the dark. It's not punishment, it's an opportunity to heal and evolve. The power of our thoughts and feelings can't be underestimated. When we acknowledge what's been hidden, we take away its power to control us. Secrets create walls between us and the truth, but when we finally speak out, those walls crumble, and the freedom that follows is worth every moment of discomfort. I'm learning that silence doesn't always bring peace. Sometimes it brings more chaos. Speaking out isn't about seeking revenge. It's about reclaiming my voice. You can run from your past, but it will always catch up with you. The sooner you face it, the sooner you'll feel lighter and more at peace. The weight of untold stories is heavy, but the relief that comes when we finally share them is unmatched. The truth is the light that drives away the darkness. Sometimes, the hardest part isn't letting go of what's been hidden, but embracing the vulnerability that comes with sharing it. But in that vulnerability, we find strength. The truth, no matter how uncomfortable, is always more liberating than living a lie. When we speak it, we free ourselves from the burden of secrecy. Every moment we keep something hidden is a moment we deny ourselves the chance to move forward. Letting go of the past means embracing the future with open arms. There's a sense of peace that comes when you no longer have to hold on to things that don't serve you. Secrets only hurt us when we refuse to face them. It's not about what others think. It's about releasing yourself from the prison of your own mind. Speaking your truth is the key to your freedom. The past is like a mirror. No matter how much we try to look away, we will always see it reflecting back at us until we face it and learn from it. A truth shared is no longer a weight. It becomes something you can let go of, something that no longer has power over you. Sometimes we carry the weight of our past mistakes, but in doing so, we forget that we're also carrying the power to change and grow from them. Facing the past doesn't mean we have to relive it. It simply means we acknowledge it so we can finally heal and move on. The truth doesn't need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes it's the quiet revelations that bring the most clarity. There's a healing in the telling when we share what we've kept inside for so long. It's as if the weight is finally lifted and we can breathe again. What's hidden in the past often shapes our present, but it's in our ability to acknowledge and release it that we find true peace. You can't change what's already happened, but you can choose how to respond. Letting go of what no longer serves you is the first step toward healing. The longer you keep something hidden, the harder it becomes to confront. But the moment you do, you realize that facing it was the most freeing thing you could have done. The past is a part of who we are, but it doesn't define us. We have the power to write the next chapter, and it starts with embracing the truth. There's power in releasing what we've kept locked away. Once we speak our truth, we are no longer bound by the things that once held us back. Every unspoken word carries weight. When we finally let go and speak it, we allow ourselves to heal and grow. What we don't speak often speaks the loudest. The truth has a way of making itself known, and when it does, it's time to let it be heard. The past may shape us, but it does not dictate our future. What we choose to do with the truth can create a new path for us. Sometimes, what we fear the most is simply the act of facing it. But once we do, we realize that the fear was just another obstacle to our freedom. Releasing the truth isn't about hurting others. It's about freeing yourself from the weight of keeping it inside. It's a personal liberation. The road to peace isn't always easy, but it starts with the courage to face the truth. Once we do, we find that peace has been waiting for us all along. The truth doesn't always come when we're ready for it, but when it does, it has the power to heal, transform, and set us free. The weight of secrets isn't just on your shoulders, it's in your heart. Letting go of the things you've hidden will bring a peace you never knew possible. It's not the past that keeps us from moving forward. It's our refusal to let it go. The moment we release it, we free ourselves. The more we try to bury something, the more it grows. Facing it head on is the only way to put it to rest for good. Sometimes the hardest part of moving on is simply letting go of the past. But when you do, you create space for something better to come into your life. Truth is like a puzzle. Sometimes it takes time for all the pieces to fall into place, but when they do, everything makes sense. The past is a lesson, not a life sentence. It's in the moments we face it and learn from it that we grow into who we were always meant to be. It's easy to feel like you're carrying the weight of the world when you keep secrets, but once you release them, you realize how much lighter you feel. The truth isn't always easy to say, but it's always worth saying. It may be uncomfortable in the moment, but it's the only way to move forward. We think we're hiding things to protect ourselves, but in reality, we're only keeping ourselves trapped. The truth sets us free, no matter how hard it is to say. Every time you hold on to something that no longer serves you, you're giving it power over you. Letting go of that power is the first step to taking back control. The truth is an act of liberation. It might not always feel good at first, but it's the only thing that will set you free from the past. What's been hidden often has the greatest power over us. The moment we expose it, we take away its hold and begin the journey toward healing. The past is like a shadow. No matter how fast you run, it will always follow you. But when you stop and face it, you realize it has no power over you. The truth doesn't just set you free, it transforms you. Each time you speak it, you shed a layer of who you were to reveal a stronger version of yourself. Sometimes, the things we hide most are the things that need to be shared the most. The truth, no matter how painful, is the key to our growth. When we speak the truth, we not only release ourselves, but we also create space for healing in others. It's not just about us, it's about breaking free together. Every time we face the truth, we become stronger, more resilient, and more capable of creating the future we deserve. No matter how far you run from the past, it will always find its way back to you. Facing it head on is the only way to take back your power. The past can shape us, but it doesn't have to define us. We have the ability to change the story, but it starts with speaking the truth. There's nothing more powerful than the moment you decide to let go of the secrets that have held you captive. The freedom that follows is indescribable. When we hide our truth, we're really hiding our power. Speaking it, on the other hand, is the first step toward claiming it and using it for our growth. The truth is a mirror. It reflects who we were, who we are, and who we're becoming. Sometimes facing it is the hardest part, but it's the most rewarding. Every story has its secrets, but it's only when those secrets are revealed that we find the closure and peace we've been searching for all along.